Yes, now it is my turn. Just want you. I am ready.
Welcome back to Rubbin'minds. Now we want to move on from politics to entertainment. And in the studio, I have a very important personality. I like to call him the man that constantly evolves. You know, if you remember the song, "We Are Africans," we are Africans. Africans are who? The man behind that hit song, who has now evolved from being just a musician to one of the most powerful filmmakers telling the African stories the right way, is in the studio. JJC Skillz.
Thank you very much.
So good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine.
I genuinely think that you don't get enough flowers for the incredible work that you do. So I just want to take out this time to say we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We've followed the journey, and you show a lot of young people that yes, it is possible.
Yes.
You can do it. You can constantly evolve. You can constantly be relevant. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
And then that leads me to my first question. How have you been able to constantly evolve to not just remain relevant in the entertainment space, but to provide value?
Okay, so I grew up with the background of literally homeboy. So I spent the majority of my time at home and most importantly, studying. I keep learning new technology. I mean, when I studied TV and video production, but when we did, back then, we used manual studios. But after leaving education, I started studying. I went digital. I learned how to use all the equipment. So literally, I went from, even in music, I went from MP3, from vinyls to CDs, from CDs to MP3s, and now we're in streaming. So I've been able to just keep on learning, and I think evolve or die. So once you see that it's getting saturated, what's next? Learn it and evolve.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And at what point did you decide that, you know what, music is great, but I think I want to throw my hat into making movies?
Okay, so as I said, I studied TV and video production. And from as far back as I can remember, I've been shooting music videos. And I even shot Kamikaze for Kentro, Olumentain. I did the Bob FC for DJZs. I've been shooting videos for years. Even my We Are Africans videos, shot all of those myself. But after doing African Skank in 2011, I realized that again, the music was becoming I was getting too old for the young scene. So I knew that it was time to evolve. So I packed my bags and I moved into Nollywood. Unfortunately, I met a partner of mine that we just kept on hammering good content for Nigeria.
How would you describe this relationship with this partner of yours, and how were you guys able to like build something really great?
I definitely believe that we were able to build an empire and totally change the mindset of people, so that when you think of comedy in Nigeria, you don't think of abroad anymore. You think Nigeria, something that you can connect to. And I was very passionate about telling stories that has to do with us and how we perceive life. And I think that's why we were able to do it.
What would you say has been the biggest challenge that you faced when you did the transition, and of course you became a full-time filmmaker? What was your biggest challenge?
Honestly, I can't say I had big challenges. Normal life, you know, you are starting again. Everyone, well, as the name, JJC. When I was in England, I was a JJC. I came back to Nigeria, I'm a JJC. I moved to Nollywood, I'm a JJC. So I didn't grow up with almost all the filmmakers or the people in the industry, but they know about me. So now they're like, you want to enter our space. So some couple doors are closed, but when people actually get to meet me and they get to know the kind of person I am, because I share freely, you know, information. Sharing is caring. I share information, and when they finally meet me, they know, okay.
So there was a bit of gatekeeping
Yes.
as at the time you delved into Nollywood.
Nollywood, Afrobeats, everything, there's gatekeepers at all levels.
So if you were to attribute like the successes that you've recorded to, let's just say like two people, who would those two people be?
Two people. I would definitely say DME. He was very open-minded. and believed in me just like I believed in him from years ago. And definitely I would say Funke, because she saw the talent, she saw the skills.
Amazing. Yeah. So now, we all know, in fact, even your t-shirt is saying it.
Hakeem, seeking justice.
Everybody has been buzzing about it.
Yes.
We even had DME last week in the studio, and we're having a conversation about how challenging it was. So according to DME, this role challenged him so much, and you pushed him so much. I was watching a clip on Instagram, and I saw a particular stunt that he had to do. I think when he was coming down, and he had to do it a couple of times. So can you just really tell us the production challenges, creating in Nigeria?
Honestly, when I wrote the script and I presented it to DME and all the actors, first thing DME said to me was, this is not possible. This is impossible. How can we do this? And I'm like, bro, we plan and we will succeed. That scene that you're talking about, I actually gave up on that scene. I didn't want to do it anymore because at that same period there was Junior Pope issue was online, and they were talking about how producers put the actors' lives at risk and everything. So I was like, Demi, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Demi was like, what? This scene, I'm going to do it. There's no scene like this in any Nigerian film. And that's actually what we tried to do in this film. We tried so hard to create things that we normally associate with Hollywood, but now we've brought it home. So, yes, that scene was challenging, but my biggest challenge was the car stunt scene. If you watch the film, you will be blown away. We were driving around Abuja at night doing all kind of stunts. To do that, the artist, SODK, had to leave 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was shooting from like 1 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, we're not done yet. And I was thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I thought about my old school background. I shot all the scenes of SO inside the car. And as soon as we were done with his scenes, we let him go to the airport. 2 weeks later, we came back and shot everything outside of the car. So it was a very tasking process, but I was able to do it. Yeah.
I like the fact that you described how challenging the process was. Yeah. Now, do you think artificial intelligence, could possibly help these stunts? And how realistic will it be? And a lot of people are of the opinion that artificial intelligence is coming to take a lot of people's jobs, including the cinematographers, including the stuntsmen and all of that. Okay. What's your take on that?
I am extremely scared of AI, but I have embraced it because just like I said to you, when something new is coming out, I'm at the forefront. I use AI for my marketing. I'm sure majority of the people that follow my social media will see all these characters I've been creating of DME, Zubi, and everyone's thinking, is your movie an AI movie? I said, no. This is a promotional tool. AI right now, I think, is at that level where we can use it for promotion, marketing, advertisement. But for a real film, I don't think AI is there yet. It's not human enough. And the characteristics are not consistent. So you can create a scene, for instance, I can create a scene with, let's say, DME, but to continue that same scene of having the same face, same tonation, everything, no, it's not there yet.
Okay. Now, your film has been in the cinemas.
Yes.
And, one of the conversations I was having with you before we went on air was how pricey tickets are.
Yes.
And this is speaking generally, because obviously the film houses and the rest of the film house control these things. And again, you can't take away the economy from why these tickets are so expensive. So how do you think we can strike the balance to maintain the cinema culture? How do we get more people to see films at the cinemas?
Okay, this has many levels. So for instance, number one, yes, it's too expensive, especially with the state of the economy. People are struggling financially. On the other hand, when I went to the cinema, I found a lot of people were still going to the cinema, but they were watching American films. They were watching the Fantastic Fours and the Supermans and blah, blah, blah. And literally, I had to as soon as I leave here, I'm going back to the cinemas. I'm right there at the ticket hall telling people, Nigeria has upgraded. Believe in us. Watch it. Look, for everyone out there, I'm going to Ikeja now. meet me. If you watch this film and you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Money back guaranteed. And I did this thing several times at the cinema. I'll stay there, I'll tell them, okay, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go and watch the film. I'm waiting for you. Since I convinced you, when you come out, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. So I believe that Nigerians need to actually improve, which we are doing now, to give the people value for money. Yeah. But again, the price needs to go down a little bit.
There's a conversation that started recently, I think it was Nee, that suggested that perhaps we should consider advertisements mid-movies in cinemas. Hopefully we can beat the prices down and then the advertisers can augment for the monies that the cinema houses will potentially be losing. Also, conversations around the sharing ratio. How much goes to the filmmaker at the end of the day?
Okay. That's 2 questions here.
2 questions, yes,
Okay.
because we're running out of time. We need to wrap
All right,
up.
so regarding the share that the producers get or the filmmakers, I think it's horrible. It's a situation of monkey they walk, bamboo they chop, as they say. We are putting in a lot of work. Like, for instance, the film hire, the houses are taking, let's say, 70% on some days, 60% on some days. And by the time we pay taxes of 22% or some, literally we're left with nothing. And we have to do the filmmaking and sell the film because even the distribution companies are not out there selling it for you. So literally we are stuck in a very, very horrible place. And the hope for a better day was with the fact that streaming companies have come to Nigeria.
Yeah.
But they've left. So now we're kind of like back to, okay, should we put our money into it? Would we get our money back? Because at the end of the day, it's a business. And yeah, the creativity is getting killed. Now, going back to your other question, you said sponsors.
Yes.
Unfortunately for that, you're going to lose creativity because sponsors are not going to give you money and let you do what you want to do. They're going to control your script. They're going to see every single thing you say, every single line, and then they're going to change your story, which means that you are doing an advert instead of doing creativity.
So what he was suggesting, the filmmaker he was suggesting was, I mean, you have your complete movie, just like when you're watching films on YouTube.
Break it.
Yes, so maybe at the 30-minute interval, you just put like a 30-second ad, you know?
I'll ask you this question. Does any Nigerian person want that? No. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's annoying when I'm even watching YouTube and I'm seeing the things coming up.
I would gladly pay 2,000 naira to watch a movie with ads.
Okay.
So if you want to watch a movie without ads, you pay the premium price.
So you go to a different screen.
You go to a different screen. So
okay, what about the cinemas? Majority of the cinemas that don't have enough screen. Because like, it's like a musical chair. They'll show 2 American films and 2 Nigerian films. Let's say majority of the cinemas have like 4 screens. 2 Nigerians and 2. And how many Nigerian films are coming out every week? Like we have like 3, 4, 5. So they're actually selective about what they put on. And they'll put you on for a while, they take you off, carry another one, put it on. So you're not getting the rotation. Now, if you say you want to drop the price, would Americans agree? They won't. Because they already have a budget that they want to, they have a quota
yes.
that they want to meet up with. And Nigeria has been hit with the bill. What do we do? But you know what, I'm hopeful. If something comes up like that, I'm game.
All right, thank you so much, JJC Skillz. And of course, I'll definitely be at the cinema. And if I watch that movie and I don't like it, you will give me my
money back guaranteed.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us on Rubbin'minds. My name is Hero Daniels. Until I catch you next week, stay good.